Good morning, friends. I welcome you in the sixth session of brand management. Since beginning, from first session to 5 session, we have studied the various aspects of the brand management. Now, in this session, we are moving on and we are focusing on some other basic terminologies of brand management. Last time we studied brand personality, which means attributing human characteristics or traits to the brand. When you attribute human characteristics or traits to the brand, then it becomes a brand personality. For example, Pepsi, it has unique personality of youthfulness, Harley Davidson, it has distinctive personality of ruggedness, Diesel jeans, it has a very specific personality, brand personality of arrogance. On the other hand, Diesel jean, it has a very specific personality of arrogance, and the Starbucks, it has a very specific personality of lifestyle. There are many other examples, but these few examples are enough you to understand about brand personality. Pepsi, youthfulness, Harley Davidson, ruggedness, Diesel jeans, arrogance, and then Starbucks is for lifestyle. Now this term, brand personality, includes few other basic terms like brand character, first one. Second one is brand voice, and third one is brand attitude. Brand character, brand voice, and brand attitude are components of brand personality, or in other words, you can say brand personality includes brand character, brand voice, and brand attitude. Collectively, it becomes brand personality. So one by one, again we are going to study what we do mean by brand character, brand voice, and brand attitude. The first one is brand character. In brand personality, the first term is brand character. So somewhat again it's similar to brand personality. Brand character is nothing but it's a set of human attributes characteristics associated with a brand to give unique personality and to give unique recognition in the minds of customers. This is complete definition of brand character, which is a component of brand personality. Let us say brand character is nothing but it's a set of human attributes, human characteristics, attributes and characteristics associated with a brand. Then its purpose is to give unique personality and to give unique recognition in the minds of the customers. It's a brand. Give it human attributes or human characteristics. Just I told earlier, the brand is arrogant, the brand is cool, the brand is sportive, the brand is caretaking. Such kind of attributes or characteristics, human characteristics, the politeness, gentleness, integration, dedication, this must be associated with a brand. Or brand is associated with such characteristics, human characteristics, then it becomes what? Brand character. So its purpose is to give unique personality or to give unique recognition in the minds of customers. When any human character you associated with a brand, then it becomes a brand personality. So example is, I write here few examples of brand character. The example of good night. In the advertise of good night, you may see mother with sleeping child. Is a unique brand character. Or even on package of good night, you may find there is mother with a sleeping child. This is a brand character of good night. The second one is, in case of Nirma, you must have seen a girl in a frock. That is a brand character of Nirma. A girl in a frock. In case of Ferex, Ferex is baby milk powder. On its box, or you can say on its packaging, you may find Ferex has babies, small babies. This is a brand character of Ferex. I write here one more example, Fair Glow. It includes a range of faces, various different faces given on the package of Fair Glow, or you may see in the advertisement a range of faces. This is a brand character of Fair Glow. Other examples, they are strongly associated with the monuments. I write here Tata Tea. Its character is Taj Mahal. Tata Tea is a brand character is Taj Mahal. And then Lal Kila Rice. Lal Kila Rice, its a brand character is Red Fort. And Charminar cigarette, its a brand character is Charminar. So these are certain brands whose brand characters they are associated with monuments. After knowing brand character, we go further and we try to know the next term or component of brand personality is brand voice. Brand voice is a consistent way of delivering message to target audience. it's a way or it's a tone. Brand wise, again I repeat, brand wise is a consistent way or tone of delivering message to target audience. It means besides how your brand looks, it is important how your brand sounds. That means the brand voice, it stands for how the brand sounds. I express in another way, the brand voice is nothing but it's a brand expression. I write here, it's a brand expression. How your brand sounds, how your brand express, or specifically you say, how does the brand speak? How does the brand speak? The answer for this question is a brand voice. So brand voice, it's a way or it's a tone or it's an expression how you can deliver your message to your target audience. So let us see examples of brand voice. Once again, Harley Davidson. It's a brand voice is very strong. The brand voice is confident. The tone of Harley Davidson is confident and strong. The next example of Coca-Cola, it's a brand voice is again positive, down to earth and friendly. Down to earth, friendly. So these two examples enough you to understand regarding brand voice. Now we move towards third component of brand personality, that is brand attitude. Every marketer will try to have its brand's positive image in the market, or the customers should have the positive and favorable attitude towards a brand. So brand attitude is a cognitive component of customers about a brand. Now this word cognitive components, it includes many things: customers' beliefs, customers' knowledge, customers' perception, then customers' approach, customers' opinion about a brand. Brand attitude finally is it customers' beliefs, knowledge, perception, approach, opinion or statements about a brand. When being a customer, I give a very specific statement about a brand, then it becomes brand attitude. That means it's my opinion about a brand or regarding a brand, it is called as brand attitude. Its example is Starbucks. Starbucks developed the positive attitude of coffee in the minds of the customers. So what I say, the Starbucks, it simply doesn't sell a coffee, a physical product, but it sells lifestyle. And having a specific lifestyle is a customer attitude. So most of the times the marketer would try to bring the match between Customer's attitude and celebrities' attitude. In television advertisement, the marketer try to bring a match between the celebrity's attitude and customer's attitude about a particular brand, and finally it is called as brand attitude. So brand personality, it includes brand character, brand voice and brand attitude. After brand personality, the next term is brand message. The next term is brand message. Brand message is communication or commitment. Brand message is a communication or commitment made by the marketer to their target audience. Brand message is a communication or it's a commitment the marketers may make to their target audience or potential customers. The example of brand message is Walmart. You look at its tagline, what it says: save money, you better. Another example, Tide. It's a tagline. It says, Tide in, dirt out. Tide in, dirt out. Walmart, save money, you better. Tide in, dirt out. This is a brand message to target audience or potential customers. Now I would like to tell you, if you go for buying Walmart's products and you don't save money, then what it means? This tagline has no meaning at all. The brand has not delivered its promise. If you buy Tide and the Tide is unable to remove the stains or dust on clothes, then we can say the Tide is not delivered the brand message, or the marketer has not delivered the brand message, because the brand message is ultimately commitment to the target audience. These two examples enough to understand you about brand message. So I stop here. In the next sessions we will go for knowing some other basic terminologies of branding.